Happy Sunday, everyone, and welcome to Accurate with Opinions with Hope and Dwayne. Dwayne, what's up?
What's going on? What's going on?
Not much, not much, not much. Everything good with you?
Everything's pretty good. I can't complain.
Good, good, good. I hope everyone is doing well out there. We're excited to be here to chat with you guys for a little bit, do a little uplifting and a little encouraging. Today, we're just going to talk about just giving thanks. We had some challenges in the month of May, and we want to say thanks to the people who pushed us and challenged us. What are your thoughts, Dwayne?
All right. Let's go ahead and get into it and talk about it a little bit there. Over.
All right. So the month of May, outside of the fact that it was, the Queen's birthday, May 11th. Hey, shout out to all the Tauruses out there. So I had a friend to reach out who was getting married. Don't hate. Who was getting married. And she was like, sis, I was thinking about doing, having my wedding invitations done, virtually and, getting you guys to do it. And I'm like, while I knew it was something we could do, I was nervous, but I was like, you know what? We're going to take the challenge. And we took it indeed. So while my nerves are like all over the place, I know the maestro here probably knew exactly what to do, but he challenged me as well, guys. He put me out there and made me do a lot of research, although he had a fix. Can we talk about that?
I did not have a fix, and I was not trying to challenge you, Miss Jeffco. But, it's always a learning experience, right?
Correct. So you don't think you issued a challenge when you sent me on the research? And I mean, after being around you for about 9 to 10 months, watching you do your thing, I had an idea based on the way you did other things that it could be done, but you never gave me he kept me on pins and needles, you guys. I had an idea. I even drew it out on paper. I showed it to him. He was like, okay, how are you going to do it? So meanwhile, I'm thinking, have we over obligated ourselves?
Nah, it wasn't like that. And we had to come up with some ideas and come up with a plan.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well,
that was mostly it.
Yeah, I guess because it's something I had never done. Most of the work is, you at the table and I'm kind of behind the scenes. And I don't want to ever put us out there to something that we can't do. But, if we stay, I love recording. I love Always Accurate Weekly. I love, Accurate Opinions podcast. But now we have a new endeavor. Now we can do virtual wedding invitations. That's something we can add to our list of things to do. And I'm grateful.
Oh yeah, that was actually pretty fun. I can't complain about that. I had a blast with that. Everybody was just kind of out there doing their thing and just having fun. So it was awesome.
It was. And then on top of that, I mean, although, and first of all, let me go back and say Jacinta and Adonis, we thank you because you guys are who we're celebrating right now. And I think you guys are coming up on 1 month in 2 more days, so happy 1 month anniversary. So back to the, the gratitude part of it. But the good thing about it, although they were out of state, they were around a lot. They were coming up for different functions and doing different appointments and getting the wedding party together. So although we had a short turnaround, because after we got the wedding invitations done, Adonis's birthday was the day of the wedding, and she wanted to do a surprise birthday video for him. So we had to turn around and get that too. But the great part about it is, and first of all, she entrusted the service with us, and I'm overly grateful for that. And then on top of that, she was like, hey, we have this opportunity at the wedding rehearsal. We'll have the opportunity at the wedding dinner. Plus, you probably have footage, because we all hung out together in Myrtle Beach back in October. So, she was real open with the footage. And then we were able to get some live hellos from some friends. Oh, my God. It was awesome. It's nothing like celebrating good people. And Jacinta and Adonis are definitely good people. Not to say that's not, the rest of our friends are not. I am not saying that. They just pushed us in the month of May. I'm telling you, there were some nights Dwayne was on the road and I was like, are we going to have to call the school and say we can't do it? I knew he could, but I felt like because I gave her the yes, I had to come through.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that bad, hindsight. I mean, we had a lot of deadlines we had to hit. Only thing that does is just help you fine tune your process a little bit better. Now, the not the graduation, but the birthday, that was awesome. I had a blast with that because, we decided on a song and I thought it was a pretty good song. The only issue that I had with it was I was kind of surprised that at the venue, they didn't have anywhere I could tie in directly into the system. Usually when you go to a venue, they have like, okay, these are the HDMI or SDI inputs to the actual system, but they ran everything off of Wi-Fi, which is kind of interesting. I've never seen that in a venue that has that kind of stuff, but it came out. I will admit that, I wish I had wired. I don't do anything wireless because you never know the status of anybody wireless network. So I try to, tie in as much as I can wired instead of wireless. So afterwards we sent, a video out to everybody who hasn't seen it, or, maybe the experience wasn't what I wanted it to be. So we put it on YouTube, and I think I still watch that video today. So I love it.
Yeah, and shout out to Miss Brittany at the venue. She was very welcoming, very open. When we were missing each other, she'd call me and say, hey, this is my schedule for today. And she was real nice with helping Dwayne, get everything set up. And, like you said, giving him the information to say, this is the only way you can do it. But it's funny because I guess an empty building, when you and I went up there and you did the troubleshooting, it played like, oh, yeah, they got a nice system. And then we got all those people in there once you finally got connected. And it was almost like, can we get 10 mics to put to the thing so we can hear? But, hey, maybe that's something we can help the venue with.
I always talk about Wi-Fi, and I don't want to give my tech, on a tandem there. But when you're dealing with Wi-Fi, you can have, one or two people there and everything's fine. But when you get like 20, 30 people in there and everybody got their cell phones and they pull in the Wi-Fi signal, it becomes an issue. You know what I'm saying? So something to think about if you ever decide that you go out and you do a lot of Wi-Fi stuff or whatever. The more people that comes in with their Wi-Fi devices, it's going to strain the network. Kind of like the whole, when I go into a place, I do, a Wi-Fi, analyze the Wi-Fi networks around, and you can see which channels are all cluttered and everything. So if you're trying to stream, like I usually video this stuff in 4K video, you're trying to do 4K video and stream it, and you got Wi-Fi, it's going to be a bad experience, guys. It's going to be a terrible experience. So try to tie in with a wire if you can, and don't try to stream 4K via wireless. It's terrible.
So a little knowledge college right here. So I remember when we went up and met with Brittany, you had to physically, didn't she have to give you a password to get on their Wi-Fi?
Yes, I got on their Wi-Fi, but like I said, the thing is, it doesn't matter what Wi-Fi it is. It's all on channels. Everything got their own SSID and everything. But 2.4 gigahertz is 2.4 gigahertz, no matter who's on it. If you're on channel 5, it's still cluttered, so you can have, sometimes if you got 100 people, you got 100 people on their cell phones.
Right, and that's what I'm trying to make sure we're making it clear, because I'm not quite sure I'm understanding. So you were logged in on their protected network. So those of us who had microphones, those of us who had cell phones that pick up wireless connection, how is that hurting that protected
Well, it should.
channel that you're on?
What it's doing is cluttering the 2.4 gigahertz band. It shouldn't mess with what I'm actually doing, but it's cluttering the 2.4 gigahertz band. So I think that has something to do with it, because I was up there earlier and it played fine. Another thing is if you have say you got a projector, it projects based on lumens, and if you put like if it's not playing to like some kind of IPS monitor or something, some kind of backlit device, when your video hit that screen, and it's usually it's like a matte screen like we had back in when I was in school, you kind of lose a little light in that matte, and the pixels, whatever pixels you had, becomes extremely large, and you can see that because that screen is not perfectly smooth. It has like little blocks.
Okay. So all of that tie into a good picture. First of all, you were wireless. The screen is up here. The system is over there. So all of that kind of like slowed everything down?
Yeah, it will.
Okay.
Because I'm pushing from if I'm pushing from this tablet here, it doesn't have a strong Wi-Fi signal anyway.
Right.
It's just a little low power device. It ain't doing much.
And that was kind of like what you used when you went up there, right?
Yeah. But the thing is, we got a display port on the side of it here. And if we can get tied into the actual network, then we'd be better off. But if we can't get tied into the network, when I say network, I mean the actual like HDMI or DisplayPort or whatever, we can get tied into that, then we'd be better off. But if we can't get tied into it, it's gonna be bad.
Okay. Learning something. But all in all, it still was a great day. It took us a couple of tries. It was a great day. The ceremony was beautiful. The food was on point. Shout out to the caterer. I can't remember his name at the time, but shout out to him. The girls, all of the bridesmaids, the groomsmen, and Lord, our bride and groom, they did it. I mean, from the commute to the I do, they did it. Jacinta and Adonis, I am so honored to have been a part of that. You know, even if I wasn't a bridesmaid, if I had just been a part of doing the wedding invitation and the birthday surprise video, it was amazing. And I think my boy had a little fun too.
I did. You know, the only issue that I had is that I had to go back to Fort Bragg that night. But if I didn't have to go back to Fort Bragg, it would have been on and popping. I guarantee you that. You know, and the other thing is that, you know, we're going to be down in Florida next month. So Adonis, Jacinta, I can't pronounce her name that well, but Jacinta, we'll probably give you guys a shout out when we're coming back through. We're going down to Fort Jacksonville to do an event, and then we'll come back through. We'll stop through and holler at you guys for the evening or something like that.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. I thought about them because the events Friday night and Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll be leaving out Sunday, so we can stop through Sunday, you know, kick it with them for a day or so, and then head back up towards Columbia.
Okay. Sounds good. And I'll definitely, you know, talk to her about it, see what they have going on and their availability. You know, what may have been planned for a day could even be, hey, let's just stop by and just, you know, chat it up with them and get on the road if, you know, time doesn't permit. But we'll definitely, you know, check in and make it happen.
Yeah, that's good.
So.
Well, you know, changing gears a little bit.
Okay.
You know, I was supposed to be on my way to Fort Carson, Colorado this morning.
Right.
But got up about 4:00, guys, and American Airlines decided they wanted to cancel my flight. So my next flight was 12 hours later. So as Miss Jeff Coke could say, look at God.
Look at God. You got to say it right. That's how Keita said. She don't say God. She said God. Look at God.
Look at God. Because he must have known I was sleeping. I was sleepy as all get out. I worked yesterday, came in, cut my grass, got some things situated around the house because I don't like to come back to a nasty house. So I was cleaning up, you know, trying to get everything situated as far as like cleaning the bathrooms, dust and stuff off. I don't know what it is about bathrooms. I don't even use all the bathrooms, but they get dirty for some reason. So I dust all that off. We all good to go now.
Look, I was a team player. I was ready to take you to the airport, but when you called me and say, go to sleep, my flight was changed. Surely did.
Yeah, you know, and I sometimes I feel kind of bad because I be wanting to get to my guys and, you know, and lead by example. But thanks to American Airlines, I won't be leading by example today. You know, I'll be getting there late. I'm hoping that the master sergeant be awake when I get there so I can get my room, get into a room.
Well, you know, they're behind there. So when you leave here at 4, it's just what, 1 there?
Yeah, but you know, even though you're behind the actual the time that you get on the ground is actually in local time. So my local arrival time is 9:50.
9:50
p.m.
Eastern or
p.m. What I just explained to you, when you booking a flight, the arrival time is in the local time.
Oh, their time, correct.
So I'm departing on Eastern time, but when I arrive, it's in the local time of, what is it, Mountain time or something like that?
I think that's, I can't remember.
I think it's Mountain, but it's in Mountain time. So even though I'm leaving at 4:00, it's like, what, 1:00 or something like that.
Right.
It's like a 7 or 8 hour flight, I think it is.
But I think your layover pulls some time. I think it's only like a 3.5 hour flight.
Well, it's more like 4 or 5, I think. But
okay.
my layover pulls about 2 hours.
Right.
Which is good because I have to change terminals in Dallas.
Okay.
So because my layover pulls 2 hours, I'm not running through the Reagan Airport.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know you probably do carry-ons, but carry light because that's a lot to carry through the airport.
Yeah, I was gonna. I need to take my colors with me, but I said, you know what? I might not want to take my colors this time because it has a arrow on the top of it, and they may not let me take it through TSA.
TSA.
There you go.
Oh, you were going to try to take it on the plane?
Yeah, I usually take my colors with me. You know, everywhere I go, I take my colors. So this is the first time I've ever had a unit where I don't have a case. You know, usually when you go to a unit and you assume your duties as a sergeant major, you have a sergeant major like equipment. So I would have like my harnesses for my parades and stuff. I would have my gloves and stuff like that. I don't have that with this unit because it's not a command sergeant major position. So even though I have to do the duties of a command sergeant major, I don't have the money or the stuff to get the stuff that I need as a sergeant major per se. So I kind of have to either buy it myself or, you know, take my supply sergeant out to dinner or something, I guess.
Right. So every time I've seen your colors, it's on the flag hanging. We are talking about like that green. Okay. So this may sound crazy, but have you guys ever thought about doing like a stick, like a pool table stick that you can screw? I'm just saying for like flight purposes. And then that little sharp point that you have on the top that it can screw off and you can put it all in there and carry it with you so you'll know that it's protected, but it's not like, it doesn't look like a sharp spear or a fighting tool. I'm just saying, because I mean, you got to think like the flight people think.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not, you're military. Your thing is, hey, if something go down on this plane, I'm most likely to help the stewardess. You know what I'm saying? But for the protection of the people, if it was in like a case or where you could screw the sharp part off and put it in your luggage.
Okay, let me correct that. Some guidons you can, some you can't.
Okay.
When I had my colors, when I was, you know, the CSM, and I have colors, I can take the top of the colors off. And usually what we usually do is, my last unit I had it's like a 3-inch tube that you buy from like Lowe's or something, and it has a top on the bottom, and we screwed some handles on it, and then we could take that with us. This unit don't have that. They don't even have the case. So there's cases out there that you can buy, but I tried to unscrew the top of the guidon. I don't think this one comes off. There's different. It's just like anything. There's different calipers that you can actually get with these guidons or staffs, and I think we got the cheapest one, to tell you the truth.
Okay. So if you don't take the colors, will it be a problem? Okay. So you got options.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're headed to Colorado for the military, hanging out there for a little bit, but I'm sure when you get there, everything will be in order.
Oh yeah, everything will be good. I got a good master sergeant out there. He's taking care of things. They're doing an outstanding job out there. So when I get on the ground, all I gotta do is just make contact, confirm everything, and follow up with my coalition force counterpart. Make sure we sync and we exchange numbers and we can talk, get everything up and running. And I'm hoping I don't have to go to Canada or nothing like that. I hope he's in Colorado.
Good. Well, hopefully you get some good sleep on the plane. Are you a plane sleeper?
No. I'm probably going to do some work. When I leave here, when I get finished doing this show, we go back and edit and put it out. And then I'll get some work, and then I can put it on my laptop, and then I work on the plane.
This guy. Listen, when I travel for work, I'm chilling. I want every snack they offering, and I'm going to sleep. You don't really go to sleep, but it's just something about, hey, somebody is chauffeuring me right now. So, but this one right here, he never stopped working, guys. Did I ever tell you guys that? He never stops working.
I got to get it in.
And then that's why I'm so glad when he take vacations, because when he vacates, he vacates. But when he is not vacating, he's in beast mode all the time. It's fun to watch him, but sometimes I'm like, all right, I'm out. See you later. Enjoy, because he never stops. He works all night, get off the truck thinking, oh yeah, he about to go to sleep. No, he getting in the yards. Yeah, it's crazy, but I'm glad you have the will to do.
Oh yeah.
Some people can take that same position and be lazy. I ain't due back to work until 10 o'clock Monday night. This is my time, so.
Okay.
But CC, Adonis, again, happy anniversary to you guys. Thank you guys so much for the opportunity to do your virtual wedding invitation, to do your surprise birthday video. It was awesome. I hope something comes up in the future that you guys will challenge us again. And not only them, any of our friends and families and, enemies, if you guys want to challenge us to do something, be sure to hit us up. We are here to to be challenged and as well as help you. So if you have any questions about something we did, we'll definitely do a tutorial. We'll help. That's what it's all about. Each one can reach one. You agree?
I agree.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys. Life is short. We like having fun, and this is fun for us. And we like celebrating people and celebrating successes, And their ceremony was beautiful. Working on their projects it was fun times. So just things. It's the small things, and I'm definitely grateful for the small things.
Awesome.
I guess your heart, mind clear. You sitting over there all quiet and stuff.
Oh yeah. Thinking about all the stuff I got to get done before I get on this road. So, but yeah, I'm good to go.
All right. Well, to all of you out there, thank you so much for tuning in. Your support is definitely appreciated. Please take a moment to comment, like, share, subscribe, and follow us on Facebook and YouTube. You can also visit our website at alwaysaccuratemediagroup.com. You can check out our photography, videography, and smart home offerings. And while you're there, you can also listen to Accurate Opinion Podcast on Buzzsprout. And there is a button in the top right on our website where you can click on that and you can just listen to us while you're at work, riding down the road, or what have you. It's just at your leisure. And while you're on the website as well, if you're led in your heart to do so, there will be an option to donate. For any other assistance that we possibly can offer, feel free to email us at the email address below. You guys take care of yourself and have a safe rest of the week. Bye.
Bye, guys.